Hello, my name is d-floe, and today we're going to be talking about screen tones. Now, what the fuck is a screen tone? Well, if you've ever read any sort of manga or comic, and you've seen those tiny little dots that make up the colors or the shades, you'll notice that they're really small and they're really unnoticeable, but they do make a difference, and they actually have some sort of aesthetic to them. So, basically, people back in the day, or people still fucking crazy enough to do it now, would buy these little screen tones, these little dots, and they would paste them onto the picture themselves. And this was a really tedious and really annoying task, so I'm going to teach you how to do it in Photoshop. And I understand many other people can do it in Manga Studio and whatnot, but I don't care. Let's get this over with. So basically what you're going to do, you got your line art here. Let's say we want to make the hair a darker color. You want to select the hair using the magic wand tool. Amazing, I know, right? Make a new layer and fill that layer using Alt Enter. Now that's the default fill key, but you can use the bucket tool if you want. I don't care, I don't use it. And once we have that layer, watch this. This shit will blow your mind. You gotta right click the layer and go to create smart object. And then after that, once you've done it, double click that little icon in the lower right hand corner of the thumbnail. It'll create a new window. Go to window, arrange two up vertical, that way you can see both of them at the same time. And then go back to your main project. Go to filter, pixelate, color halftone. Make sure all of these values are the same. Choose whatever you want right here. Make sure that your size is around at least 5 pixels. Don't use 4 pixels. 4 pixels is too cramped. But depending on the size of your image, you want to choose at least 5 or more. And then once you got that settled, you can click OK. Then it'll create a shade, quite an amazing shade right there. But let's say we want to make it lighter or darker. We want to go back to our smart object. Then we go to image, adjustments, and then we go to brightness and contrast. Or you could use levels. That's completely up to you. Do Control S and then what the fuck was that? It fucking changed on our other project, and we didn't even have to do the whole filter thing again. So basically, using smart objects, you create a smart filter. And basically with that smart filter, you can adjust the small little details, the filters that are affecting the color and shade that you used. But yeah, once you got those colors down, you can easily just adjust them any way you want. You can change the angle and the pixel. Just make sure the angles are all the same. Anyways, moving on. So let's say we want to color her gloves, her armor, make it darker. You can always do the same exact thing we did. Select them using magic wand tool or quick select tool. Then we create a new layer and we try to fill it. And we have these little small uncolored places. Just take your brush, use the color, fill it in, and then do the same thing we did before. Go to right click, create smart object, open that smart object, drag it to the other window, and then put the filter on. Now I'm going to select a different angle because it's better to have different angles for different screen tones. And then once you got that settled, boom, there you go. And let's say that's a little too dark. You don't want your screen tones to be that dark. So to bring it up, we just bring up the brightness, and that's not bright enough. We gotta do even brighter. So you can use something like levels to make sure it's even brighter. And there we go. That looks great. That looks fine. So yeah, that's about it. That's all you have to do. Screen tones are an easy process. And one thing I like to do is create a new layer, take a brown, fill that layer, set the layer mode to screen, and then turn down the fill so that it looks just like this, just about right. And boom, you're done. Go out there and make some fucking cool ass shit. See ya, losers.